Right, welcome ladies and gents. There is going to be a brand new Starship Troopers movie. It's not going to be a reboot or a remake, supposedly, but what I find interesting about this is it's coming from Sony, the same company that is doing effectively a Starship Troopers movie with Helldivers 2 movie adaptation. What are they doing? What? Are they just trying to like compete with themselves? I actually don't understand this one. This is a bit of a weird one. Now, I'm not against a Starship Troopers movie. It's got Neill Blomkamp set to direct. He has made, I don't know, at least 2 good movies. I just find it weird that Sony is going to be behind both of them. Bit of an odd one, to be honest, I think. So anyway, take a look, hit subscribe. But anyway, this is on The Hollywood Reporter. And it says, new Starship Troopers movie in the works from District 9 filmmaker Blomkamp. Exclusive! So Sony is going to be behind the new adaptation, which is not a remake of Paul Verhoeven's 1997 film, but rather will go back to the novel as source material. So, I mean, it will be a remake, not of the original, but it'll be a remake of the material, and it won't be a continuation of the original stuff. So it's a bit of a, again, just weird. Whole thing is a bit of a weird one from my perspective here. So let's see what they say. Johnny Rico's coming back to kill some more bugs. Columbia Pictures is plotting a new Starship Troopers movie, setting District 9 filmmaker Neill Blomkamp to write and direct an adaptation of the classic sci-fi novel story by Robert A. Heinlein. I probably butchered that. Blomkamp will also produce the feature alongside Terry Tatchell, his partner and wife, who co-wrote the South African filmmakers District 9 and 2015 outing Chappie. Now, I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Neill Blomkamp. Some of his stuff is good, some of it's terrible. His most recent project, whatever you want to call it, it's like Demonic or something like that, was absolutely dog shit. It was so bad. So unbelievably bad. And the things that he put in it were potentially good stories if he'd followed that. So like in Demonic, it was effectively a software movie making tech demo. That's basically what it served. And the story was dreadful. It was terrible. Really boring as well. But if you followed some of the narrative threads that he'd actually put in it, like, oh, I don't know, the church having demonic, I don't know, like special forces. I mean, that's awesome. Give me a movie about the church having demonic, anti-demonic special forces going down, mowing down demons. Exorcist, SAS exorcist forces. You know, Marine exorcists. How cool would that be? No, he decided to do a tech demo instead. The pleb. I'm sure he's a very nice guy, quite frankly. But that is a really dumb narrative decision. So, I don't think he's a good pick for this because he's not released anything good for a while. But he got in people's good graces with, I can't even remember what it was, but it was like a car movie. Was it Gran Turismo? Something like that. It was a car movie that he did recently. Now, this is going to have a big budget. You can't not do this without a big budget. So they must believe in him. But this is a big budget movie. It has to have a big budget. So, yeah, this would be interesting. Because they clearly believe in him to give him what would have to be a huge budget. So they published in 1959, Troopers ostensibly told of an interstellar war between Earth and a host of bug-like aliens and focused on a rise of a military serviceman named Johnny Rico. But the story had other things on its mind, like exploring the strengths of life in a military society and such ideas as having to perform service in order to have voting rights. Not bad ideas, quite frankly, but alright. While the book won a Hugo Award for Best Novel and has been quite influential in sci-fi literature, some quarters described the book as fascist. Idiots. It was that tone that was satirised in the 1997 movie from Paul Verhoeven, the director of RoboCop, Total Recall, Basic Instinct and Showgirls. Verhoeven was over the top in his depiction of the military, jingoism and propaganda, fetishized costumes and highlighted Nazi influences. Rico was played by square-jawed roughneck Casper Van Dien, and the cast included Dina Meyer, Denise Richards, Neil Patrick Harris and Michael Ironside. While the movie was not initially a success, some critics accused Verhoeven of putting a positive spin on fascism. The movie has since developed a reappraisal and a cult following. It's well loved. What are you talking about? So he says this. Blomkamp's take is not a remake of the Verhoeven movie, and sources say the goal is to go back to the source material. Great. Blomkamp most recently directed Gran Turismo, there you go, for Sony Pictures, a critical and commercial success that grossed over $122 million worldwide. Was that a commercial success? Let's have a look at that budget. $60 million it had. 122 million. That was only a commercial success because Sony has deals to sell their movies elsewhere. That would not have been, strictly speaking, a commercial success. But alright, whatever. They clearly like working with him though, because they're going back with him. So I can't argue with that. That's demonstrably true because they're working with him again and giving him what would be it'd have to be a bigger budget than 60 million for this. So the filmmaker showed his ability to tackle deep themes while balancing human versus aliens conflict. With his splashy 2009 feature debut District 9, the movie was a hit at the box office and earned 4 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture and Best Adapted Screenplay for Blomkamp and Tatchell. And then he did Chappie and Elysium, and then some other stuff. Again, the thing that I find surprising about this is you've got a Helldivers bloody movie happening. There's a Helldivers movie happening from Sony. Isn't that just going to step on its toes? Are you not cannibalizing your own market? Or are you capitalizing on the market by introducing 2 films into the same genre? With the same tone and vibe? It's a bloody weird one. I don't know. This is almost like the 90s and 2000s where, you know, you'd get like two companies, 2 movie studios doing the same post-apocalyptic movie, like nearly identical to the T, and being released around the same time. It's like Sony's just doing it with themselves now. It's like, oh, counter-programming. We'll beat ourselves. I don't know. A bit of a weird... I just find it weird that Sony's doing the same bloody thing. But anyway, whatever. There you go. We are getting a new Starship Troopers movie with Blomkamp. What do you think? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I think this is odd because, again, they're doing Helldivers 2 movie adaptation. But I'm game for more of this stuff, right? Like, this is good sci-fi. This... what do you think? Let me know. Take care. Bye-bye now.